Okay, I'm going to do this. That's good. I'm going to do this.
That looks good.
I'm going to do this. Okay, that's good. One more. Okay, all right, you ready? Okay.
Now you're working with these.
Here we go. Hello and welcome to my third floss tube. Woo! I can't believe it. My name is Catherine and I'm the absent-minded stitcher, and I'd like to thank you for joining me. If you're returning, 2 thumbs up. Thank you so much. If you're new, please give me a big like and subscribe, because then I just get really happy and you make me really happy to be alive. No, I'm teasing. Anyways, so as I said, I'm the absent-minded stitcher. People who know me well know that my mind goes in 20 directions at once. I was at 35, diagnosed with ADD. We'll talk about that another day. But I just want to thank you for joining me on my obsessive journey with stitching. I love it. So what I'm going to do, I have my little list. Woo-hoo. The first thing I want to talk about is kind of the theme of this, the theme of this floss tube, which is FOMO, fear of missing out, which I will explain. Then I have a little follow-up from my last floss tube and some questions. I have a finish. I have one finish to show you. I have a few whips and then a haul. And then I want to talk about plans, which goes into Mania. So let's start with FOMO. I have serious fear of missing out. Ask anyone. I want to do it all. In fact, my friend who's sitting here knows, because when we volunteered to sign up for committees on the Aquedettes, the group I'm with, I signed up for everything. And people are like, are you nuts? So here it is, almost May, and I'm watching Flosstubes, and I'm hearing about Mirabilia May with the, who are they? Stitch Around the Globe. And then I'm hearing about Mania May with Cam the Stitcher and the Museum Stitcher. And I'm like, oh, I want to do that. And then my idol of all idols, I'll remember your name, the handwork maniac. The first floss tube I watched with her of hers was May Mania, and she seriously impacted my life. And I decided this year I have to do Mania. So she hasn't put up her May Mania floss tube yet, but the talking dog stitcher who lives in England, she put up an excellent Mania floss tube, and I'll list all of them below. So I have FOMO, and I had to figure out how I could do all those things, and I did. And we'll talk more about that. But first, let's do a little follow-up from my last video. Some nice lady, my sister, had reminded me that I had told you I would show you what I made for table gifts at Stitch Away. And this is what I made. These are little pin cushions that are made with lizard litter. I think that's what it's called, or walnut shells. And I made these, and if you look on the bottom, it says Stitch West 2024. My other sister, can you see that? Who has incredible handwriting, look at that, did that for me. And then I made everyone 3 little pins. I had done the pin class at the Jingle Ball with, give me just a second, Heartstring Samperly, I can't remember her name. She did a great little pin class, so I knew how to make those. So I made these for everyone at my table, and enough for all of the Primrose Cottage ladies, and enough for Debbie and Kath, who are Snug Harbor Crafts who put on Stitchway. So that was my follow-up there. Then I have a finish. It's not very big, but it's a finish. This was my Whipco, and this is also a good story. This is from the Prairie Schooler, and I have done another one, but I started this one, there we go, Abe, last summer, and I had done the whale, this one here, and then there's a little one. Oh, I can't show that. It's a chart. There's a little flag. Oh, here, right here. And I'd done the flag last year. So I wanted to finish up Abe. So, and notice there's a little problem with Abe's fabric. I don't know if you can tell, but here's Abe. And notice there is a watermark all the way around Abe. Well, on my way home from Stitchaway, my water was in my basket, my trusty water bottle that I thought didn't leak, and it leaked in everything, and everything got wet, but the only thing that was damaged was Abe. But you know what? It's supposed to look old, so I'm not going to worry about it. So this is Abe, and then I pulled out the other two just to share with you. Here's the flag, which was really easy, cute little thing. And this is, Abe is stitched on 14 count T-dye that I T-dyed. This is on, I'm sorry, 16 count. That was 16 count. This is 16 count also. And this is also 16 count. And they were all done with Mo's Sales Silk, which I will, I got some, I'll show you a little bit of that during the haul. And what I'm going to do, because I, like many of you, have that drawer, actually I have a basket that's up here, filled with finishes. I am going to commit to finish one of these by my next floss tube. I was going to say all three, but I'm not going to say that. I'll say one of them. So that's my finish. Now I'm going to, those are all the finishes, and my good friend Betsy's here helping me, who doesn't want to be on screen. I'm going to talk about my whips. So here we go. And some of you, this is the one I'm the most excited about. Some of you may have seen my latest, I put this up on, let's see, there we go. I put this up on Instagram. This is going to be my small for StitchCon. It's from the Honeybee Quilt, which is coming out in June. This was one of the things that we got at Stitchaway from Primrose, which is exciting. And my small that I got from Ray Slade, my friend now, was this, which I loved. So I decided I had to copy her, and I got, I'm not going to open this. I got the little watch fobs from Tim Holtz, who I met once, very handsome man, but we'll talk about that another time. And I am going to make this one, I'm going to put in the large watch, pocket watch, and this little one I'm going to put in the small one, and I'm going to try to make a needle mine out of that. So that's that. I also have something else in haul that I'm going to show you that I'm going to make. Okay.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
And now we're going to go to my other whips. So, and remember, I've been having FOMO. So I have not been doing as many whips as I should be. And I started a quilting. I'm taking 2 quilting classes. So that's also been crazy for me. But my Whipco call for April was to finish Abraham Lincoln and to work on, this is Twin Peak Primitives. Oh, don't show my eyes. Oh, I think it will be better on this side. And this Gothic Crow right here. So, and what I did is, this is what I'm doing. I added the roses. I thought I could finish it. I must have been dreaming. But I added the roses. This is one of my all-time favorite fabrics. It is XG Design Grandpa Sleeve. Isn't that cool? Look old with oil on it. I love it. And these are Mosil's silks, which I really enjoy using. And that's an 18 count, one thread over one Aida box stitch. So that was one, okay. And then the next one is, notice, if you can tell, this book was wet. Thank you, dear Lord, for not letting the fabric get wet in my basket. So this is 1 dozen Quakers, which I am doing with EJ and a group of incredible women. It's a year-long sale, EJ Sunshine Stitchers. And she has split it up. Is there another? Look in there, see if there's another piece of paper. She has split it up into the one with the
This thing.
yes, this. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, notice how wet this is. Oh, maybe you can't tell. Let's see. Yeah, see the yellow lines? She split it up into sections. And so this right there is the April section. So I didn't have much to do. Thank God. And part of why it's that small is because this is April's testing month for EJ. So this is where I am. I love this. I love this. I love the colors. I'm using all Mo's Sales silks. So I've got this all done, and then I'm almost done with April. I got to add another number down here. Now this calls for 1 over 1, and I'm doing it on 20 count Aida. So if you look, I've kind of gotten creative. These are my 1 over 1s, and I've kind of just created my own little, kind of went with what they gave me. Where's the latest one? This one right here. That looks nothing like it, but it's fun. I mean, I'm making it work. I love Aida. I can't ever, I'm going to try a couple even weave and linen things, but I don't think this braid is going to like it. So that was that. And then the other, so I worked on my 2 Whipcos. I worked on that. And then the other thing is I have been working on the Deadly Aquarium sale. And so here's what I was doing. I tried to stitch on this at Stitch Away. No. And I follow Cam the Stitcher, and just love what she does. Her work is beautiful. And she's fun, and she makes me feel young because she's a lot younger than me. She's the age of my daughter. Actually, she's younger than my daughter. And she was stitching all of the black. So if you look, there's like a line of black through all of this, and all of this is black. So I decided I'm going to do that. So I start stitching the black. Let me show you in a second. Let me get this. Okay. So I start stitching the black, and notice I didn't get very far. Okay. I have a real hard time not stitching what's right next to something, even though it might be in a different color. My count, I just kept screwing it up. So I thought, okay, I just won't work on that top. And then I start going down here, and I start stitching across. I've torn it all out and tried to go up, and it was all off by 1 stitch, and I just said, forget it. So I started to put in the colors at the bottom, which actually is much more reinforcing. This is the grasses, and there's a little bit more. I don't know why I didn't just unfold that. And then there's a couple seagulls, and I think you need to have it done by the end of May. I don't think I'll have the frame done, but I'm going to just keep, you know, knocking away at it. And I did add it to my May Mania. But I am enjoying it now that I'm doing things right next to each other. So, Cam, you're an amazing stitcher and counter. Catherine, you need to do things simply. Okay. So, and that I'm going to hold off on. Okay. So that's in plans. Okay. So now I'm going to pause for a minute because we're going to go over, that's all my whips. And I want to talk to you about my haul before we talk about plans, which is really exciting. So let me pause. Welcome back. You're probably all wondering why my hair is down. No, you're not. But anyways, it was wet, and so I need to let it dry out. It will be up before the end of this video because I get very hot. I'm old and I get hot. But anyways, all right. What I wanted to show you, I pointed this out to my friend, which is really cool about the Deadly Aquarium sale, is she includes information. So this is about what's in the pattern. I was so impressed with this. So this is about the Western gull, which is part of the pattern. Sorry. And this is about the grass. And then she talks about how endangered it is. And I'm assuming she will do that about the fun things that are going to be in the aquarium. So I wanted to share that with you because it's pretty impressive. That's a lot of work. Okay. So let's talk about my haul. All right. Let's start with this. Okay. Didn't know if any of you saw this. This is my new t-shirt. The plan for today, coffee, stitching, and a glass of wine. Not that I have a glass of wine every night. I would like to, but as you get older, that's not the healthy things to do. But I do when I'm with friends. I got that off of Get Your Cozy on Design on Etsy. I'm not even going to try to show you this because it's too small. But I love this. I really wanted this. I wanted to have it to take to StitchCon. And if you order something off her shop, she sends you a 25% off my next order. I just realized that. I'm glad I just read it just now because I may order something else. So I got this t-shirt, which I'm very excited about. And then I put in a 1, 2, 3 stitch order to get the 28 count white Lugana that I did the little bee and for my watch, pocket watch. I also ordered those pocket watches off of Amazon. You can get those off of Amazon. And I really am taken with the Robin Pickens. She has a series. And this is, so it's seasonal couriers, and there's the cardinal, which is winter, which I love. And then there is the blackbird, which is for autumn. And I ordered these two. I have the other two, the robin and the blue jay. And they're kind of talked about in here, which I bought really cool fabric from at on my trip that I'm gonna do. So I purchased those, and I went and got some trims, which I'm so excited. I've never bought these trims before, and I broke down. So I got here, that's better. Wizard, because I do a lot of Halloween stuff. Cool. Wizard. I'm going to save that. I got Fra Orange. These are Dames of the Needle. So these are either Dames of the Needle or Lady Dot Creates. Then I was looking, a white, of course, you have to have a little white pom-poms. Then I was looking for a gold, and I thought for sure this organic honey was going to be it. But you know what? Thank goodness I also purchased a little honey whiskey. And honey whiskey is by far, oh, get my eyes out there, the color that I want. So I got Rick Rack and I got Chanel. Oh, actually, this isn't honey whiskey. This is Dames of the Needle, honey whiskey. And this is Mother Lode. I hope those are focusing for you. There we go. By Lady Dot. And those are really the color I want. So those are for my Rules of 4th of July pillows I'm going to be making. So I got those. Then I just got a small bag, but I just wanted to show this. I just got a few of these, but I need to put all of these up on my wall. That's a whole nother thing. These are all Mo Silks threads, which, yes, I have a problem. But let me just show you a couple of these just so you can get an idea. I won't go through all of them, how cool some of her stuff is. This is Orange Crush. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Orange Crush. This is called Ratatouille? Ratatouille? Oh, that's an interesting name for this. But the variegation is amazing. Can I do it over here? Yeah, I guess I can. Okay. And I love them. I really do. Here, I'm going to show you any of the variegated. I really like stitching with it. And I have organized my whole wall of thread of Mo Silk, which one day I'll show you that, based on the 20 categories in the DMC book, the floss book. Really helps when I'm doing, when I'm trying to pick colors, doing that conversion. And I just like to organize things. I may not use them all the time, but I like to organize them. So I have to add all of these to my wall. Then I got 2 bags. One of them I was, Stitchy Sarah Reads. I know it's Sarah Stitchery is the Flosstube, but her Instagram. This I love. This is made by Isabella Sews, and Sarah had talked about them. These are all salvages from fabric, which I love. Notice the rainbow zipper, adorable. And look at the inside. Those fun colors. I love this. Let's see if this inside is the same. Yes, it is. Beautiful. And look at the back. It's so cool. It's perfect for a small project. So this is Isabel Sews. I'll put that information before. She's on Etsy, and she also has an Instagram. And then my other bag, I love Jasmine's custom bags. I've actually had Jasmine make a few for me. And she had, not this up, she had a big one of these up, but it was sold. And I told her how much I loved it, and she let me know she had a mini. You ready? Ready? Isn't this fabulous? And here's the really incredible thing. Okay. This is like patent leather. I love this. This is the same artist who did, this is one that I had made, custom made. Look at this. Mermaids. Yep. This is what my Deadly Aquarium sale is in. Isn't that great? So that's Jasmine custom bags. Love them. In fact, I'm on the fence. I'll just show you that again. It's so cute. About having her make one. Here's the fabric inside. It's so nice because you can your threads fit in here, and then you throw everything else in here. I already know what I'm going to put in it. Can you see the cute polka dots? She also does embroidery, and I think I'm going to have her make me one for my Mary Poppins. But even though I already have a Mary Poppins bag, it's too small. It's probably fine. But I'm thinking about having her embroider a Mary Poppins for me. Okay. So then I had bought some things with my sister that we had gone in together. Did my light just do something weird? Okay, it just looked like the color changed. I got blurry. Something happened. Is it my glasses? Oh, wait. All right. My sister had bought some things for me from a really good store in Ohio. Craft Gallery is right near her home. So I got the cookbook from Nashville that has some incredible patterns in it. I'm very taken by the patterns in here and some of the recipes. Oh, I can't show you any of the patterns because they're charts, but this is very good. And she got me this, which I wanted. This is the Santa, the Prairie Schooler Santa from this year. And then the really cool thing she got me, we split a pack of these. Let me pull this out. I don't know if you'll be able to see these. Okay, check these out. Can you see what those are? Okay, I want you all to be thinking, what are those for? You ready? These are amazing. We split a pack of these. These are to put on your week's dye works.
Turn it around so they can see the back too.
Oh, thank you. So see how it hooks on? Here, wait a minute. I think if I do that, there we go. That's the focus dot now. There it is. So it sticks on the back. But isn't that great? Because I'm always tearing these when I'm putting them, you know, or I don't like to put them on floss drops because I lose all the information, and sometimes I make stickers, sometimes I don't, but these are amazing. And they are, she bought a package of them, and I guess there were quite a few, off of Amazon. She sent me the link, and we split it, and so I got all these. I mean, that's a lot. So that's really cool. Okay. Then the last thing I'm going to tell you about is a funny. Okay. Actually, it's cool, but it's funny. Okay. I decided, okay, where did I put it? Right here. That for StitchCon, I think this is fabulous. When you make something, invention. Okay. I have a problem. Can you see it? There it goes. Threading needles, little needles, especially when I'm doing 20 count and I have to use 28. So I like these threaders, but what I did is I glued magnets on the back. So, I mean, it can be a floss drop. You could, not floss drop, needle minder, but I just stick it on my fabric anywhere, even if there's extra hanging off, because I drop them and lose them all the time. So I decided I would make these for, you know, this is easy for the ladies at StitchCon. All right. So I ordered a ton of these. Let me just show you. Okay. I have enough of these to make one for everybody. And then I ordered little magnets. Okay. Now you need to remember, I was a special ed teacher and I love visuals. Okay. I love making visuals for my students. So I made you guys a visual. I didn't think to look and measure the size of my magnets. I just looked and said, okay, I'm just going to buy the smallest ones. Look at this. That is the size of the magnets I bought. Look at the difference. I can't even believe magnets come that small. And the other thing that I learned at Stitch Away is people will glue, in fact, I can even show you one. I think this is so cool. When you make a floss tube, they put a button on the back so it makes it easier to get off. Okay, so I ordered buttons. Like that little button is gonna make it easier to get off. So needless to say, I ordered some more magnets. I was able to get these refunded though. So I was able to get a refund, and I put them towards my new ones. So I'm going to make these. I hope people like them as much as me for StitchCon, but I thought this was hysterical. Oh my God, it's so tiny. So that's my last funny. Okay, so that is all my haul. I'm going to pause you for a second so I can put this all away so we can talk about plans and FOMO. Here we go. So FOMO. Mirabilia May and Mania and Mania, and I wanted to do it all. So I figured out, look at visual. I like making my visuals. Let's see if I can set this here. Move this. Okay. I figured out how to do Mirabilia and Carolyn Manning. And I added them into my Mania. So let me talk a little bit about it. Now, when I watched, why do I have a hard time with this person's name? Handwork Maniac, who I adore, and I watched the first video I ever saw of hers, first floss tube, was going over her Mania. I was amazed. And hers has every day filled in, okay? I was like, okay, maybe I could do that. I was concerned I might not have enough patterns. I don't think that will ever be a problem. So, and then I saw the Talking Dog Stitcher, who I like and I watch. She was doing it, and she did it every other day. And so she did it last year, and she's doing it again this year. And so the premise of it is you start a pattern, and I'm going to do it every other day. And then when you come back to it next year, you show where you are on it. And if you have finished it, you take it down and you put up the new pattern you're going to do. So it's always changing and moving. So in my special ed teacher way, I got obsessive and I figured out how to print these on Post-it notes. It's actually a special ed teacher thing. Maybe it's other people do it too, but we used to do it to collect data. It's a whole nother story. So my first one that I'm going to do is my first Nora carpet, which is that first one there, which is I'm going to tell you another funny. The Lily of the Valley. Okay, as I was getting ready for this last night, I realized that basically I'm showing you everything I bought in Stitch Away and some of my other whips. So it's kind of a combination of my first two floss tubes. So you really don't have to go back and watch them if you don't want to. But anyways, so this is what I'm doing. I thought it was funny. You may think I'm silly, but that's all right. So this is Lily of the Valley. And the thing that is even more amazing about Lily of the Valley is, well, first, of course,
Beautiful fabric.
just wait to hear about the thing. I made a visual of all the beads just because it was my first time. I'll probably never do that again. But the fabric I got at the Stitch Express in near Ogden is amazing. It's Fabric Flair. She's a Fabric Flair distributor. And this is called Sage and Gold Damask. Can you imagine? Whoops. How gorgeous she is going to be on that. I'm so excited. So this is going to be my first start. Yay. And I'm thrilled about that. I'm going to hand these to my Betsy, who's helping me. So that's my first one. Now watch. I can stick her back up. And that leads me, right there. So I'm going to, that's on March. That's May 1st. And I made this without numbers so I could use it again next year. I was thinking. Then I'm going to do the Queen Bee bag by Shepherd's Bush, which I'm thrilled about that. I got all the pieces for it when I was at Shepherd's Bush, and what's really exciting is check out the buttons. I am so excited. So I'm going to start that. I also have the stuff to do the StitchCon bag. It's done on red. I almost did that, but I was more excited about this. So then I'm going to do that. And then we don't need to talk about this one. I'm going to do, can you even see that? Probably not. Oh, there we go. The Deadly Aquarium sale. And see, I put all the information about it. So that fabric, by the way, on Deadly Aquarium sale was 18 count fiber on a whim by Beanstalk. I forgot to tell you, sorry. And I am doing Lily of the Valley on 18 count, that Sage and Gold damask. And then the Queen Bee is done on the bag, which is like doing, I think it's equivalent to a 7 count Ada, 7 or 10 count. And you use the pearl cotton threads, okay? Then I'm really excited about this because I love this. I saw, the lady who's sometime on Sunshine Stitcher, their friend, I can't remember her name, do this. Here, I don't need to do that. This is Mary Mac. I love this. I used to sing this in jump rope when I was little. This is Mary Mac by Lottie Da. And I am stitching her on, I'm so excited. We talked about this earlier. This is Grandpa's sleeve. So this is 18 count Grandpa's sleeve. And I'm not sure. I mean, I could do it with just black DMC. Can that, oh, there we go. But I have this Moe's charcoal. I'm afraid, here, let's do it this way. There you go. I'm afraid it might be too gray. I don't know. If you want to give me your opinion below or telepathically send me the message, I'm excited to do Mary Mac. So I'm going to do Mary Mac. Sorry, that one. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, isn't this a fun bag? This is by Como Stitches, Alice in Wonderland. This is my Carolyn Manning, which I started last year, and I'm going to keep working on her. Oh, do I have a big picture? I don't have the big picture, but I will. Here, I have it right here. That's not going to help you, but isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, that turned out pretty good. I'll put a big picture on, and look at these colors. Okay, I started this last year on 22 count. I didn't realize that was unusual. 22 count. That's as far as I've gotten, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this is really more a Goldie color. Yeah. This is a color that I dyed, and I am going to continue this, working on this. I'm also considering, if you watch Cam the Stitcher's last video, she reviewed a light, okay? And not that I need that light because I need magnification and everything, but it was really good showing how she stitched. That woman stitches so fast. In fact, I wanted to ask her, was that sped up or is that really how fast you stitch? But she stitches with 2 hands. So I'm thinking about, ooh, maybe I need to try that. But it's really cool. Anyone, if you want to see someone stitching with 2 hands, Cam the Stitcher, turn that on. So that, now this one, okay, this is funny. You may not think it's funny, but I did. Originally, Cottage Garden Needle Works, I was going to start the beach boardwalk and do the ice cream. And I just wasn't feeling it, you know. And then I was watching, I think it's the 919 Stitcher. And she talked about the Mary Poppins that I have. Now, if you look at that, yep, let me see Mary Poppins.
Is that this
Yep. What I loved, her idea was, this is the pattern, okay? And I did find where you can buy this pattern if anyone is interested in Mary Poppins. But notice this big border around it. So I think it's a 919 stitcher. I will put it below. Her idea was, you can see it on here, was to take that off. And when you do that, it goes down from like 300 and some stitch, 300 by 300, yeah, to like 220 by 220. I mean, for me, that's significant. And I'm excited. I think it will be more fun to stitch without that big border. So thank you, 919, I'm pretty sure, Stitcher. And then the other fun thing is I get to do this on that incredible fabric that I bought from Stitchery Express. It's a fabric flare. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it halfway. It's called English Rainbow. I'm so excited. And by cutting it down, I'm gonna have more left over so that I'll be able to use this on something else. And I'm going to use this thread. Isn't that great? From Live and Die LA. And also that I won't be doing that other zillion stitches, so I know I'll have enough of this. This does not have a name on it, but I love it. And this is 18 count, which that's my jam. That's my easy place. I love 20 count, but that's a little harder. So I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna give you that. I'm so sorry I didn't change the order of those.
That's okay.
And then the next one is Frida. If you don't know, I have an obsession with Frida. I have a big picture normally here. And I don't even take that off since I have the pattern here. And I was gonna start her. She was on my list to start this year. Frida Kahlo, the artist. I love her. And this is done. There's a great movie about her life. Maybe I'll put it down below for y'all. I'm not going to show you the pattern. This is Barbara Anna Designs, who I love. And it's hard to tell, but it's actually done on a light blue. And so I had this. Did I dye this? I did. This is something I dyed. I'm pretty sure it's 18 count. I dyed this a long time ago. Then when I first started dyeing, 18 count. And if you want to dye fabric, Stitching with the Housewife and Fat Quarter have the best dyeing video I've seen, and I've watched a lot of them. So I'm going to start that, which I'm really excited about. Here, I'll give that to you. Then, okay, so this day here is the 15th, which is my birthday's February 15th. And on February 15th, I started, yep, that's it. I started, Cross Stitch Nation. Let me show you that. Which I love. And I really worked hard and went through all my stash to copy the threads. But you know what? I want to make it brighter. You know, I happen to like color. So I'm gonna keep her dress this, but I think I'm gonna change up, and I'm gonna change the color of the people to make it a little more vibrant. And we're all different colors. We aren't all. Are they all pink? Yeah, they're all pink. It's not going to be like that. So I'm using, I started the body, the first dress, and that's close to the called for, but I want to spice it up. This is Cream Brulee by Tabby Cat, which I just had to go with. I think it's going to be great for this. So I'm excited to pull this out and work on it some more because I kind of ignored it. But I'm going to try to snap it up there. Then I'm going to do Nope, that's his, oh, that little one, the little stripe, that one over there. That one. This, which I have in this fun bag. This I got on, this I showed you on my haul. This is a double. This is going to be a pillow, okay? Oop. And on the pillow, it's going, this is 10 count linen. So I'm going to do 1/2. Woo! There you go. Very pretty color. Very excited. And I didn't pull them. I am using Veldaldi, their thicker thread that is variegated. I have a question, if anyone can answer this below. I got, I don't know where they are. Hold on, let me pause for a second. I couldn't find it to show you, which doesn't surprise me. But it is Valdani threads. It's 3-ply. So my question is that half the size of the DMC Pro Cotton? So if anyone can tell me if they're equivalent or not, so I know how much to use. I hope that helps. So anyone, the small, it says Valdaldi 3-ply thread, is that equivalent to DMC Pro Cotton, the number 5? And I think that's the sign for saying it's coming back for me, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, here we go. Oh, she did. Okay. This is this was like my favorite from Nashville. I think this is actually the only pattern I bought from Nashville Market. This is the Artsy Housewife, Geraldine, which I love. Love. She has started a Patreon, which I joined, if you want to check that out. These are the threads, just to give you a taste of amazement. Oh, look, Weeks Dye Works. I'm going to get to use my little tabs. Okay, so these are the threads. And it's done on Weeks Dye Works straw, which they don't have Ada. This is another question if someone can answer for me. They don't have 20 count Ada, which I wanted to do it on, but they have 20 count linen. So if I do 1/1, is that the same as doing 1/1 on Ada, 20 count Ada? For those of you brilliant stitchers who stitch on Ada, let me know. If not, I'm either going to do it on Vintage Country Mocha, my all-time favorite, or I know this is kind of orangey, but I mean, look at, right? This is called Pumpkin Pie, which I really like. This is Pumpkin Pie Needle Bling. And I got this at Stitch Away, and I just love it. And my sister got some, and she stitched on it. Let me look at, let's do a little thread floss toss together. What do you guys think? I think that's okay. There's Pumpkin Pie, and there's, I like the Pumpkin Pie. Maybe I'll use Pumpkin Pie. Maybe I don't need to get that. Spend more money on fabric. What an owl concept. Okay, so that is Geraldine, which I am thrilled. Now, this one you gave me. This I love. First time I walked into Keepsakes last year, looked up at the wall and saw this, and it called my name. It's called Peaceful Kingdom. It reads, you can read that, I have to turn it around. When the queen is happy, there is peace in the kingdom. Love this. And I bought that day this really cool fabric, which is called Into the Woods by Atomic Ranch. Love this. This is right up my alley, my color. And then I just took this to Joann's or Michael's, and I found this, and I think I'm gonna do this. So I'm excited to get started. This is like the color of my couch, so this will go great in my home. So I'm gonna start that, and this is by Little Robin. Thank you, Little Robin. I really, really like this. So I'm gonna start that, and then, okay, then this gets into, I couldn't decide if I wanted to do, I think I have them both in here. Let's see. Oh, I just have one of them. Okay. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do, I have these on PDF. I didn't print the other one. Blue Jay or, let me show you, Robin. Okay. Because I bought this incredible piece of fabric, another fabric flare from Cindy at Stitchery Express. Check this out. Guess it doesn't matter which way I do it. Okay, this is one piece of fabric. Isn't this incredible? So 1 quarter. So I'm gonna do, you see the polka dotted? I'm gonna do the cardinal on that one. I'm gonna do fall on that one. And I think what I'm gonna do is the robin on this one. The robin on this one. Couldn't decide, but I think that's, and then I'm going to do the blue jay on this one. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna start the robin because I wanna just see how that works. And this is 18 count, and they're not gonna be very big. My sister just stitched these, and they're not, on 14, they're like 4 3/4 by 6 7/8. So they're like 3 by 5, maybe. They're not going to be very big, but I'm going to frame them similarly. So I'm going to do that one. And then, I'm excited, I am going to start this I got a while ago, actually. This is the Prairie Schooler Santa Revisited. I am going to, I couldn't decide if I wanted to do the Ice Skater or the Cardinal. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the Cardinal. We used to, when I was a kid, my brother and older sisters would make a skating rink in the backyard on Alexander and Royal Oak. Would squirt water out and they would ice skate back there. I would watch. I was very young. So, so that's ice, why I want to do ice skates, and cardinals were my mom's favorite bird. So it's a toss up between those two. And I'm going to be doing that on, I think it's called Floss. Here's Floss turn, which is the really big. This is like a 7 count, so there's 7 squares in an inch. That color, yeah, it's more like that, with the pearl cotton. So these are the ones that I know you should use. There you go. On the wide, I'm just wondering if the Vallaldi are the same width. You know, I could compare them. When I find them, I could compare them. Yes. Or if anyone wants to share that with me, that's fine. So that, and really cool, when I bought this at Shepherd's Bush, check this out. They give you the needle. I thought that was so sweet because I would have been running around here like a crazy lady looking for a needle. Okay, then we're coming towards the end. I'm gonna do, I couldn't decide. When I get here, notice, it's there, it's underneath here. I couldn't decide. I think I'm gonna do 4th of July rules. And I'm going to do these as pillows. This is what I got the gold trim for. But by the time I get here, I mean, I'm not going to finish all the pillows. I I may just do, this is, who is this? Little Stitch Girl, not Little Rem. I love this. I have this in my stash. Party Like It's 1776. I wanted to start something 4th of July. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. Either one I will do on 18 count Vintage Country Mocha, which is like my all-time favorite. But I have to, this is all the 18 count I have. So I need to order some more. There's enough to do 1776 on this, but not to do the flex, the July 4th rules. Okay, then I'm so excited about this. This is, we talked about this last month. This is Vivisters. This is called Mid-Century Retro Christmas Tree. This is me right here. This is what I love. In fact, let me, yeah, I guess that's a pretty true to color. And when I was in Stitch Express, I looked around the room and doves flew in the window and the sign of a cross, and went over and sat on this shelf. And there were these two fabrics. So I am going to do this instead of, when I bought this, I did not realize this is full coverage. So I guess I am changing it up a little bit. Mine is a little more turquoisey. Yeah, but this is the color of my couch. And I'm going to do this 14 count, and I'm going to sew it together in the middle. So it's going to look like this. I'm so excited. And I'm really excited for this because I'm going to get it ready to take to StitchCon, because I thought, you know, if I can outline some of these, that's the perfect thing to sit and stitch at StitchCon. So that, okay, and that's, oh, I'm starting the Santa Claus on the 25th, by the way. And then I'm going to do this, and then I couldn't decide. Here we go. It's between these two. Let me know what you think. They're kind of similar, all right? The first one is, and I have the two tabs here. This is Wicked Witch by La-Di Da. And this is, you know, what they sing in Wizard of Oz. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, old witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. That's like my all-time childhood favorite movie. I'm a big Glenda the Good Witch fan. That's a whole nother story. Cannot wait for Wicked. Okay. And my other choice is this that I bought on the road. This is Man into a Credit Card. And what it says on it is, now, tell me again how you turn a man into a credit card. Okay, is that not fabulous? And if I did which one, I'm going to do it on this fabric that I dyed a long time ago. Here, it's more like that, say Pretty Wild, with NPI silks. So there's two colors of NPI silks, like a greeny, well, actually, greeny brown and a black. But if I do the other one, I love this. This is Boneyard. I used to get Be Stitch Me's 20 count, and then I just had more fabric than I knew what to do with. So this is Be Stitch Me. I think this is pretty good. Look, isn't this amazing? So I would do it here. I would do it on this because it's long and narrow. Be Stitch Me 20 count with, check this out. This is something I had. This is Greek Goddess by Night Stalker's Calling. I bought these. I thought I was going to do Mary Poppins in these. But look at that variegation. So I'm thinking about doing that on this. I mean, it looked good in my house, but it's either that or Wicked Witch. It depends on you know, this is a 20 count, this is 18, depends on my state of mind and if I ever even get there. So that is happening. And then the last thing is that I want to show you are my 2 Whip-Go calls. I gotta tell you, thank God I have this incredible friend here because this stuff would be everywhere. Okay, fun fact, let me just share this with you. As I mentioned before, I have ADD, and I was talking to my daughter about it, who I'm pretty sure does too, but she doesn't want to admit it, but that's okay. It will come. And she was reading an article to me on the phone, and she goes, Mom, what's a doom pile? Have you ever heard that before? They're talking about ADD and doom piles. I go, no, I have no idea. Let me Google it. Okay, ready? This is my life, let me tell you. A doom pile is, okay, don't organize, only move. Is that not amazing? I do. I move things from place to place. So I'm really, but it was good. It was good awareness. So now I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to pick something up and put it away, not just put it in another doom pile. Anyways, so my 2 Whip-Go pulls, this is, you know, they did that number 13, I'm sorry. They did 3 numbers for Whip-Go, and I didn't have something, well, actually I did, and I didn't like it, so I decided to make it just a free space. But anyways, what I'm going to have in my whip, I love this. This is from Fat Quarter Shop, Stronger Together, and this was last year's whip during Black History Month. This was not their whip, this was their pattern, which is based on the story of 2 Black Americans, Katherine Johnson, who worked for NASA and back in the 50s, and she was instrumental in calculating the path of orbit of there was a movie.
Figures.
Figures? Is that what it's called? No. Well, I don't know, but it's a really good movie. I'm just telling you. And so about her, and the other one, oh, here, I can show you this, is a man called York who was a slave with Meriwether Lewis and William Clark, you know, Lewis and Clark, and he was their guide, right? Of course. This cool black man is leading them around and they get all the credit. I didn't say that. Okay. So so they came up with this stitch, and I'm almost done with it. So the stars, and I'm assuming these represent the plains of, you know, United States, crossing them. So I'm going to finish that, talk about perfect to take to StitchCon, but I'm going to finish it before I go. And then I changed my other one, you know, my board, my rules, to hidden figures. Thank you. See, isn't she amazing? To this, I can't show, let me find the picture. I don't want to show you that. This was my second thing I ever started. This is very old, and it looks like this. This is called Lava Squares by Vivstars, which is Vivian Powers on Etsy. She's amazing. Love her colors. And I don't have much, well, I have some done. I've had it's on a 14 count. And I'm going to do some of the outlines and take this to StitchCon. This is like perfect to stitch there. So let's see. I talked about all my plans. We talked about May Mania. So I'm doing May Mania. I'm doing Mirabilia May. And I'm doing Mania May. So I do not have FOMO. I hope you aren't as crazy as I am. And I want to thank you for joining me. And I'm thanking my Betsy for helping me. And I will be leaving the beginning of June for StitchCon. I'm going, let me just tell you real quick. I'm going to fly into Cincinnati. My sister's picking me up. My niece from Colorado is joining us, and my good friend Carolyn, who I just went to Stitch Away, is joining us. So the 4 of us are doing StitchCon. Then I'm going to Craft Gallery. I'm going to bring something to be framed. Then I'm so excited. I'm going to go stay with my one niece, Leslie, for 3 nights, who's a knitter. She's going to teach me how to knit. And then I'm going to go to my other niece, Katie, who is a Cricut queen, and she has a 3D printer. You ready for this? So I wear these glasses. She makes these frames.
Wow.
So I'm going to make some frames for my glasses with her and play with my niece, Carter, who's amazing, and play with my, great nephews who are Ethan and Aiden, who are amazing. And then I am going to go visit my 2 cousins in where I grew up, Alice and Carol. I'm excited. Carol has done all our families on my mom's side ancestry. I want to get all that information from her. And Alice is the oldest grandchild, and I'm the youngest grandchild, so that's kind of fun. And then we are driving up to Mackinac City and I'm going to stay up there for a week with my sister and her husband. I'm so excited. And we used to go to a small lake near there called Monroe Lake as a child. So I'm sure we'll go by there and see it. This is all the information that I hate when people talk on and on and on about in Flosstube. But anyways, just wanted to share that with you. I'll be gone for 3 weeks. Hopefully, I'll put up a Flosstube before I leave about if I'm surviving this or not. And I decided it's okay if I decide, no, I'm not going to do this. I can quit anytime I want. That's allowed. My rules, my Mania. And that's it. So thank you very much. I hope to see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And I am Absent Minded Stitcher on Instagram. Bye. Take care.